Sarcasm is not appreciated.
You know what? I'm talking about really great games. We're excited.
Somebody go breakfast.
Okay. So, how about we have a short, small quiz on Friday?
How about
No! Group test!
And then just be done with it.
If we don't have to stay in the moment, yeah, I'm fine if we don't have to stay in the middle.
Because we're like, I have 2 examples to go over. Tomorrow we can just practice. Alright, no, maybe we'll do a group test. Alright.
Open
Yes!
notebook.
What?
1,000 points sign. 10,000.
No test.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Group test.
Wait, how many points?
I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard though.
Winning team gets
I just don't think there's enough material here to constitute a test.
There's really unless we made it on all series. Alright, ready?
I'm not ready.
That worksheet from yesterday, just want to do the 2 we didn't cover yet. Alright. 2 questions. That worksheet that we didn't finish yesterday, we're doing the 2 that we didn't finish. Alright, and then after this I have some like homework stuff, which you'll have the rest of the period to work on. Tomorrow, I don't know, maybe even tomorrow we'll start a group test, we'll see. I'll put myself together, I guess, and see where we are. Because I think you're going to have some... I think you're going to start to have some trouble when this is all in, like, together and you have to figure out what tests to use and stuff like that. So, alright, this one says, I guess it was like, find the interval of convergence and the radius of convergence, blah, blah, blah. So we just take a second, use the ratio test, and see what you come up with.
post this video.
Yeah, I still have the other one to post too. So try number 3, try the ratio test on it and see what you get. The question is, what's the interval of convergence?
Or what's the ratio? Wait, is it n plus 1 or
Maybe these two on the board.
N plus 1.
Thanks, Mike. Welcome. Why I lost my pen. So sad.
Talking with Will C about my partner's grade of the project. Whether he would change that as necessary to reflect the effort put in from both parties.
And did you say yes or no?
He said that it's tough to independently verify such a thing, but that he would talk with said party.
Who said party in this room?
Kent Divick.
No?
Kent Divick.
I mean, I believe it's fine.
Why would I partner up with him?
No, why would you say you didn't do enough work or didn't do this?
Because I didn't, I said I don't need to do a lot. Just, find me some basic crap and send it to me. Right. Instead of doing that, he sent me a blank PowerPoint at 8 o'clock at night the night before it was due.
Did he realize what
No, there was like a paragraph or 2 in there about stuff that didn't apply. So, it would be different if it were a short project, but when I just spent 8 hours on it, it was a little bit.
Wait, Mike, if you go shoot at shopping
I would see this wasting every day. Makes me
Wait.
How did you get 1 over X is 0? 1 over X. How did you catch out the N on top?
So, if I'm looking at n factorial over n plus 1 factorial, this is trying to make clear, and some people thought it would be easier as variables and some people as numbers. Maybe it's easier as variables. This is like n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, blah, blah, blah. This one is n plus 1 times 1 less than that, which is just n, times 1 less than that, times 1 less than that, blah, 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 blah. The idea being this will cancel with this, and this with this, and this with this, and the only thing left will be the n plus 1 term. So I would have it reducing to 1 over n plus 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but wouldn't that just be zero?
Yeah, I didn't finish yet. Can you get to here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I reduced the power with this, and then I reduced them. So when n goes to infinity, what happens?
Zero.
0, right? When n goes to infinity, it doesn't matter what x is. This is going to go to 0 no matter what x is. So for what values of x will this converge? All
Every
of them.
number ever.
So this will converge when x is all real numbers, or I forget how it was asked, but it'll be converged for all x, would be one way to say it. If they wanted the interval of convergence, we'd say negative infinity to infinity. If they wanted the radius of convergence, we'd say infinity. So whatever way you want to say it, that thing's going to equal 0 no matter what x is. Get it?
Got it.
Okay, this one's a little bit different. So the ones we did yesterday, we got like an actual interval for x, and then we looked at the endpoints. This is a little weird, and then this one's also a little weird. So same thing, what's the interval of convergence? So try ratio test and see what you get.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you have the exclamation or what is called, n factorial
Yeah.
on the bottom, it's always going to be all this. That makes no.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shut up. I guess, right? I mean, I don't know what
I
else.
think it is.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because once I use ratio test, it's going to be the n plus 1 on the bottom.
Like you see Subway or Chick-fil-A at.
There's no ability. I'll get that from my ass on the go for it. Yeah. Going to.
Oh, you gave up on that spot.
Oh, you already got it. I changed it to midnight. I coded for Best Buy. Basically, for one time.
Start getting out paid.
I already got buyers signed company.
I'll be another buyer.
If you buy it at the same price they do, yeah. If you buy it at the same place they do.
Shh, just do this problem. Stop worrying about Mike and his free stuff, stupid stealing.
I'm gonna be buying it.
Yeah. I'm doing my job.
Mike,
He's going to make a living out of doing that.
yes I know. Until he gets arrested.
You're trying to jinx it, aren't you?
Because Jan Den is a snitch, we already know that.
I am.
With her.
Alright, did you get this far?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think the deal is here?
Infinity.
It's infinity for every single value except when x equals negative 1. This is going to diverge for every single value of x except when x equals negative 1. Because when x equals anything else, I'm going to be multiplying it times infinity, basically, right? As n goes to infinity. But when x equals negative 1, this is going to be 0. So times that, it'll be 0, and that's good. Whenever, what's that?
Well, shouldn't the n plus 1 be on the bottom in your first quadrant blue?
This one? Ratio test says do the n plus 1 on top and then regular n's on the bottom.
So you treat all that as one term, basically?
This whole thing?
No, in the black. You treat that as one term.
What, like this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think like 0 times infinity, don't you do a little calls to figure out which one?
That's like if,
Which one's like
Infinity and
That's-
infinity and or
I mean, I need to first of all be able to write it as a fraction.
you
Which-
could, but it would cause more problems.
Yeah, I mean this, you want to just think about it more like logically, I guess. That this is going to only converge.
Actually, is it because like the x isn't a limit? You're literally putting one in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think L'Hopital's rule really applies when I've got n's and x's.
Yeah.
And that's only going to apply, like, if n's going to infinity, I'm looking at n's.
Yeah.
But once that x comes in, it's different. So this is only going to converge when x equals negative 1. That's it. Okay, it's gonna diverge for all other values for x, it'll converge only at that spot. I don't know what to answer if they asked you for a radius of convergence.
0.
0, I guess.
Should know.
But whatever.
There's no.
Well, I don't, so whatever.
It just does not apply.
Yeah, so I just answer it like that.
We're done? Yes?
Taboo.
We're like seriously done. I am so excited. Alright, now you guys just gotta get good at this stuff. Which I gotta tell you, you're probably not yet. No.
Count me this time.
I might have.
Go to.
No, we're gonna do work.
My work means having.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and podcast that, so I want to go.
Sorry about that.
Alright, we're not gonna do all of these. I took this from the Princeton Review book, and it's like on the entire series chapter, so there's not a need to do all of these. Can you just look at something for a second?
Sorry.
Look at number 1. See how it says find the sum of the series, blah, 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 but then there's an end and a period? That would mean like, don't treat it as an infinite series. They just want you to find the sum of that many terms. So-
In space, they put the periods, they should have put 5 to
Yeah. They took out one stupid term to put in periods, yeah. Number 2, we're gonna do. So circle number 2.
Princeton below.
Right. We're gonna do 3 and 4. Sorry. Let's do number 8 for fun.
Too many.
We're gonna do 9 and 10. We're gonna do 11. And then 13 through 16.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh.
We have today and tomorrow to get this done.
I'm gonna have no time.
So there are at least too many problems and not nearly enough time.
You have an hour, like in 15 minutes total.
Alright, let's
Hi,
start.
Monica.
Time to be
One problem today.
for entire.
One problem tomorrow. That's
I think one.
Senior right